What's going on, everybody? Give y'all a chance to tune on in, man, before we start building on the topic for the day. Don't got much time, man, so I must motivate you all in a fast manner. So I'm gonna give y'all a little chance to tune on in before we really start building. I just need for y'all to listen to what I have to say today. So this is my sermon for the day, man. I'm gonna get some things off of my chest. Hopefully it inspires you all. As y'all can see, man, I'm in my gym, I'm in my space. But we build, we get it in how we gotta get it in. We get it how we live. So hopefully y'all having a powerful Thursday thus far, man. Hopefully y'all having a powerful Thursday thus far. Taking it easy, staying healthy, staying peaceful, staying powerful. All that good stuff, man. I just want to chop it up with you all for about a good 40, 45 minutes. Get some things off of my chest, man. What's going on with everybody? We see who tuning in. Lonzo, peace. What's going on with you? What's going on with you, man? I'm live from the gym, man. I'm going to just step back today and I'm going to do some building. Do some motivating, man. Do some coaching. Got to get the minds right, man. Got to get the minds right. Thunder Scorpion, what's going on with you? What's going on with you, my brother? How everybody living? How everybody holding up? How everybody living? How everybody holding up? Like I said, man, we got a serious topic for the day. We got to talk about survival of the authentic. Staying true to yourself, man, and prospering, man. That's the subject matter for the day. That's the motivation. That's the inspiration. That's the word of the day. That's the sermon of the day. We prosper by remaining true to ourselves. We prosper by being original. We prosper by remaining authentic. That is the way that we prosper. You do not prosper by becoming and remaining and staying artificial. You must be original. You must stay true to yourself. You must stay true to the cause. You must stay true to your purpose. That is of the utmost importance. Ed, peace, what's going on? What's going on? Thunder Scorpion, you got it. Light work. Is light work is easy work for you. Lonzo, get it in. Get it in, man. Get that book written. Get it in. Get it in. Beast Reincarnated, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? But again, like I said, man, the topic for the day, staying authentic. A lot of times, man, a lot of us are out here failing, man. A lot of us are out here depressed. A lot of us are out here angry, frustrated, because we are living an artificial life. We live in that artificial life. Y'all have bought into the philosophy of fake it until you make it. That's not a good way to live. I don't condone artificiality in no way, shape, or form. So I'm never going to encourage anybody to fake it until they make it. I'm never going to encourage that. You can remain true to yourself and prosper. You can remain authentic and make it. You don't have to fake it until you make it. Because guess what? You fake it long enough, you're going to start believing that artificiality, that artificial side of yourself, and you're going to start accepting that artificial side as the true you. So faking it until you making it, or until you make it, can become dangerous. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. That's why I don't condone that. That's why I don't suggest that. That's why you will not hear me say anything along those lines. I don't believe in that. You don't have to fake it until you make it. If you got to fake it to make it, you don't need to be in that particular field. You don't need to be indulging in that lifestyle if you got to fake it in order to make it. You don't need to be in that field. You don't need to be pursuing whatever it is that got you believing that you got to be fake in order to make it. We ain't got to do that, man. We ain't got to deceive in order to thrive and prosper. We don't have to be fake, artificial in order to thrive and prosper. We don't have to. We don't have to. We keep buying into the Western way of living. The Western way of living is teaching you that. The Western way of living got you believing that. But that's not how our ancestors rock, and that's not how we must rock. You can definitely remain original and still thrive and prosper. You can definitely stay authentic and true to yourself and manifest abundance. You don't have to be wicked, man. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to deceive. You don't have to be corrupt. You can still have power and be righteous. You can still have power and be original. You can still have power and be true to yourself. You can still have power and remain on your square. You can still have power and deal with the facts, not the fiction. You can still have power and speak the truth. Matter of fact, those are the only people that truly have the power, the ones that speak the truth, the ones that stay true to self. Those are the only ones with the true power. It's the only ones with the true power, man. The people that got this artificial power, they suffering. They suffering inside. They don't have peace. Yeah, you may see them on the surface. They showing you all these material things. They showing you all this cash, all these cars they have, all these clothes that they purchasing. But internally, they are suffering. Internally, they are stressed out. Internally, they are near death. Self-destruction. So that's not power to me. Just because you got all these material things, just because you may have a certain amount of money, that's not necessarily power. If you can't maintain peace, if you don't have that inner peace, you have no power if you don't have that inner peace, because guess what? Eventually you're going to self-destruct. That's a powerless person, because you controlled by statuses, these materialistic things. You controlled by that. Those materialistic things, those statuses, those labels have power over you. You don't have power over them. So you are powerless. See, I don't need any of that to satisfy me. Therefore, I have power over all of that. So I have the true power. I don't need the materialistic things in order to feel good about myself. I don't need a certain status in order to feel good about myself. That makes me a lot more powerful than the individuals that need a certain status to feel good about themselves. They need this type of car to feel good about themselves. They need this amount of money in the bank to feel good about themselves. That's a powerless person. That's a powerless person. So you must reclaim your power. Detach yourself from these possessions, these statuses, these labels. That's when you start to really manifest true power, because you're not dependent upon anything outside of you for any type of fulfillment or satisfaction. You got to have that peace in order to truly have power. And that's contrary to what they have told you. But that's the only way. You cannot have power if you're controlled by these external things. Can't have it. They have power and control over you, point blank, period. And when you remain true to yourself, when you remain true to the original you, not the artificial you, when you remain true to that original you, the authentic self, then all of that stuff don't matter. All of that stuff doesn't matter. I'm not saying we can't splurge every now and then, man, and indulge in certain things in the external world. I'm not saying that, man. We all got our guilty pleasures. We all got certain items that we like to purchase and collect and things of that nature. But you got to understand that if you don't have these possessions, guess what? You still you at the end of the day. You still gonna have you. And you got to be able to be satisfied with that. They take your car away. They take the crib away. They take your possessions away. Guess what? You still got you. Are you satisfied with that? I'm satisfied with that. You can take all of that away from me. Guess what? I'm so satisfied with myself that I know how to get it back, so I'm not going to sweat it. I'm not going to sweat it. I don't need those things. Those things don't define me. So you can take them away from me. I'm going to be okay. Long as I got myself, man, I know the true power that I possess. So I'm good. You can take away all the material possessions, all the material items. You can take all that away from me. You can take all of it away from me. Long as I got myself, I'm good. I'm going to prosper. I'm going to thrive. I'm going to survive. Because that's how much I believe and know in myself. So that's important, man, to have that belief and that knowledge of yourself. We believe in a lot of things outside of ourselves, a lot more than we believe in what's inside and what we see in the mirror. You got to believe in what you see in that mirror. You got to believe in what's inside of you more than you believe in anything that's outside of you. Point blank, period. A lot of times other people believe in you more than you, and that can't happen. That can't happen. Somebody can't want you to be healthy more than you want to be healthy. Somebody can't want you to be more successful than you want to be successful. That can't happen. That cannot happen. You got to want that success more than anybody wants it for you. You got to want your health more than anybody else wanting it for you. You got to want it the most. You got to want it the most. It starts with you. You are the one at the end of the day that's going to manifest it. You are the one at the end of the day that's got to put in the work to make sure that it happens and becomes a physical reality. That's on you. Ain't on nobody else. So all these other people believing in you more than you believe in yourself is futile, it's pointless. Because they're not going to be putting in the work. It's going to be you. So you got to believe, you got to know. You got to accept the power that you have. That's on you. That's on you. Accountability, man. It's on you to put in that work. It's on you to grind. It's on you. So you got to discover that true self. You got to discover who you actually are, not who society has told you that you must be. We already know how the media does us. They depict us a certain way in the media, and we accept that as our reality. Again, that's the artificial self. That's not who you truly are. That's not who we truly are. You got to dig deep to get that knowledge of self, that true self, the original self, that authentic self. Stop accepting everybody else's version of you and uncover your version of you. So a lot of times that's what we're doing. We accepting everybody else's version of ourselves and we rolling with that as if that's the actual fact and the actual reality. Well, I'm sorry to inform you all, that's not true. That's not who you truly are. The way other people define you is simply that. The way other people define you, the way other people see you, that's not who you actually are. So stop accepting everybody else's definition and perception of you as a fact, as a truth. Dig deep, look within. That's when you are going to unravel the true self, the authentic self, the original self. That's when you unravel that. So I don't care how somebody else sees me. I don't care how somebody else would define me. I don't care how anybody else perceives me. Don't matter. I really don't care. I care about how I see myself, the self-image. I care about how I perceive myself. The self-image is the most important thing. It's self-image, meaning how you see yourself. You got to have a positive and powerful self-image. You got to be able to see yourself in a powerful, positive light. A lot of times we fail to do that. We don't see ourselves in that powerful light. We may sometimes see it in that positive light, but we don't necessarily add that power to it. We don't add that power to it. Man, y'all are powerful. You are a powerful individual. Add that power to that self-image. Add that power to that perception. Man, you powerful. Full of power. That's you. Full of strength. That's you. So you got to add that to the self-image. Add that to the perception. Add that to the outlook. It's important. It's critical. Pivotal. So you must add the power to the perception. Positivity and power. 2 P's, man. Gotta view yourself in that positive and powerful light. It's imperative in order to prosper. That's the 3rd P. So we gotta stop being artificial, man. If something is not adding on, man, if something is not adding on to your elevation, it's not for you. It's not for you. Discard it, move on. Move to something that's benefiting your elevation or adding on to your elevation, adding on to your health. Stop indulging in the things that's subtracting. Subtracting from your health. Bringing you down instead of lifting you up. Stop engaging in those activities. Stop indulging. We striving to elevate. We striving to evolve. We striving to improve. That's what we striving for. So if something is not adding on to that, what purpose does it serve for your life? What purpose does it truly serve for your life if it's not adding on to the elevation, to your success, to your health? What purpose is it truly serving? So why are you engaging in it? Why are you indulging in it? Stop being self-destructive. And then you want to blame everybody else for your destruction. You causing that to yourself. By remaining artificial, by indulging in things because society has told you you must talk about this. Society has told you you must engage in this. Society has told you you must do this. That's artificial. It's artificial. You dictate your reality. You control your reality. So stop giving all that power to society. Stop giving all that power to the media. Stop giving all that power to the educational system. Stop giving all that power to your religion. You have that power. You have that power. It's on you. You dictate your reality. The way you dictate your reality is through your perception of reality. And through that perception of reality, like I said, we got the self-image that I was talking about. So that's where everything starts. They say the way you see yourself has a lot to do with the way that you view the world. And I'm going to repeat that. They say the way that you view yourself has a lot to do with the way that you view the world. So again, if you view yourself in a powerful light, you're going to view the world in the same light. And guess what? Everything is going to start to work in your favor when you're viewing everything in that positive and powerful light. That's exactly what's going to happen when you start viewing things in that positive and powerful light. When you view yourself in that positive and powerful light, you're viewing everything outside of the self in a positive and powerful light. And that's big. That's when you become unstoppable. When you can see the power and the positive side of any and everything. And being positive don't necessarily mean ignoring the negative. No, being positive is simply acknowledging that the negative exists, but not letting it bother you, not letting it bring you down. You just acknowledging, okay, this is the negative. Moving on. That's true power. When you not letting these so-called bad situations or negative experiences bring you down. You're not dwelling on them. You're not dwelling on them. That's true power. Man, I'm up here dropping the sermon on y'all, man. So I ain't read not a comment. So let me see what y'all talking about though. Tavon, what's going on, man? Evan, what's going on, y'all? Nick, what's up? Montel, peace. Lindell, what's going on? Andronicus, what's going on, man? I just had to stand up and build today, man. That's what we on today. We just building. We building. Sweet T, CC, what's going on? Dominique, TZ Frank. Brandon, what's going on, man? How y'all living? How everybody living, man? Idris, what's going on, man? Again, like I said, we dealing with originality. Stop being artificial out here. Gotta stop living that artificial life, man. Gotta stop living that artificial life. You already see what happens when you eat the genetically modified foods. You see how that impacts you. But just imagine living a genetically modified life, what we would call a grafted life. Stop living that grafted life, man. Live the original life. Live an original life. I don't care what you believe about afterlives and things like that. Guess what? We're going to deal with the here and now. We're not going to worry about what happens after we cease to exist in the physical realm. We ain't worried about that. We can't know for certain what happens after this physical deteriorates. We can't know for certain. So we can only focus on the life that we have right now. So why not make the best of it? Why not make the best of it? Man, I don't know what happens after I'm gone. I don't know what happens after I'm gone. So I'm not about to spend time pondering on it. I'm about to make sure I make power moves now to leave a legacy behind, because that's my afterlife. That's the only afterlife that I know, things that I leave behind for future generations. Proof of my existence, man. That's me putting in the work saying I was here. That's the only afterlife that I know. That's the only afterlife that makes sense to me. So I got to put in the work, leave my legacy behind so they can say this brother existed, this brother was here, this brother was powerful. That's why our ancestors is writing on the walls and things of that nature. We was here. That's the only afterlife that I know about. That's the only afterlife that I can bear witness to. It's the work that's left behind by the people that existed before me. That's an afterlife. That's the only one that I know about. Other than that, I'm not concerning myself with it. So I got to focus on building that legacy. I got to focus on building that legacy with the time that I have. And that's my only focus. I'm not about to waste time. I'm not about to make excuses. I'm about to put in the work. I'm about to grind and do what's necessary. That's what I'm going to do. That's what you must do. That's what you must do. Again, you don't know what's guaranteed after this physical, after your physical deteriorates, cease to exist. You don't know what's promised. So why not make the best of it? Why not make the best of it? Why not do what you got in your mind? Why not do what you got up in your mind set up to do? Why not do that? Why not pursue? Why not pursue every goal that you have right now in your mind that you know that needs to be done? Why not pursue it? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose by pursuing it? What do you have to lose by remaining true to yourself? What do you have to lose by remaining original and authentic? What do you have to lose? You got a lot to lose, though, by staying artificial and grafted and genetically modified and processed. You got a lot to lose. You may self-destruct earlier than you are supposed to because you choosing to remain processed. You choosing to remain grafted. You choosing to remain artificial and genetically modified. That may lead to an early self-destruction. Now you was not able to fulfill your purpose because you was living that processed life. And now you out of the game early before you even fulfilled any type of purpose. Before you accomplish any type of objective in life, you have now self-destructed. I know that's not on the agenda. I know that's not on the agenda. Stop socializing with the people that ain't adding on. Start socializing with the people that's building you up, that's bringing that positivity to you. Start socializing with them individuals. Analyze your cipher at all times. If anybody is giving you any type of reason to not trust them, discard them. Stop giving these people all these chances. And I know they told y'all second, third chance. People deserve a second chance. Stop playing with them, man. Stop playing with these people. You must protect your sanity and your peace, man. If somebody then betrayed you one time, what's to say they not going to do it that second time? And once they do it that second time, the joke's on you now. Because they showed you that true color. Stop playing with these people, man. What they say, born alone, die alone. You ain't gonna die with these people, man. So you ain't got to keep giving all these people chances when they betray you. You don't need these people. Once they show you those true colors, man, it's quite easy to be friends or family with a person and not betray them. I have done it. You don't need to betray people out here. If you cool with a person, if you rock with a person, you're not gonna betray that person. So when somebody show you those true colors, man, get rid of them. Somebody else can give them that second chance. You ain't got to do it. Protect your peace. Protect your sanity. Stop dealing with these clowns out here, man. They're showing you the true colors off the rip. Come on now. Come on now. Thunder Scorpion, man, appreciate that donation. CC, and that's crazy, man. The Gorilla Glue situation, I ain't even really did the knowledge to it. That's how out of tune with stuff I be. I see little videos about it. I see people posting about it, but I ain't even thoroughly did the knowledge to it because I feel like it's something that's overly negative, and I don't really even want to build on it because I feel like it's tearing us down more than it's building us up. And when I see stuff like that, I feel like it's by design. So I ain't even entertained the Gorilla Glue situation yet. I ain't even entertained it, man, because I ain't finna get on here and tear the system down. I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. A lot of us have taken L's in life, man. A lot of us have done things that we may have been ignorant of or we shouldn't have done. But what's happening now, social media gets a hold of a lot of this nonsense. And it highlights some of the ignorance. And then what we do, we roll with it, boy. We make fun of it. We run it through the ground. That type of stuff goes viral. But again, when you're talking about righteousness, when you're talking about power, positivity, being productive, all of that, don't go viral. Don't go viral. We ain't sharing that. We ain't talking about that. We ain't gonna let that rock for a week. We gonna overlook that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to see that. That's too positive. Oh, he talking that black talk. Oh, that's too productive. Oh, he forcing me to be accountable for my ways and actions. I gotta scroll past that. That's how we rock. That's how we roll. That's how we rock. That's how we roll. So I ain't even really did the knowledge to it, man. I just be sitting back in my own zone, in my own world. If I feel like it's overly toxic off the rip, especially when something is trending, I step back. Let everybody else have at it. Let everybody else have at it. We trying to get the positivity to trend. We trying to get the power to trend. That's what we trying to get the trend around here. Every time it's something silly, it's only a matter of time for a trend. If I got on here and did something silly, it'll trend. If I got on here, did something silly, said something silly, it'll trend. It'll show up all in the algorithm. But when you get up here and you talk about what needs to be talked about, don't show up in the algorithm. Don't trend. So I don't even be adding on to what's trending, what's popular. I don't even try to add on unless it's relevant, you know? So I ain't even did the knowledge to that particular situation. I ain't even did the knowledge to it. I've just seen it and I scroll right past it. I'm like, I'm good. Don't even want to read it. Don't even want to watch it. Don't even want to look at it. Don't even want to bother myself with it. Don't even want to do it. And again, that's power. That's power. That's what that is. Sherwin, appreciate that donation. Treasure Nest. You already, and I appreciate you for acknowledging that reality, because I am quite busy, man, and I always make the time to chop it up with y'all, man. So that's important that you have acknowledged that reality, because I'm going to always make time to get on here, chop it up, and give y'all the inspirational words and motivational words that must be done. That must be done. Tavon, truth is never popping. The truth is never popping. Never. Never. The only time that the only time that the truth is popping is when they want to make fun of it. That's the only time the truth is popping. When somebody is out here making fun of it, or when they trying to call it a conspiracy. That's the only time the truth is actually popping. When we want to make fun of that truth. Thunder Scorpion, and I saw that. Now, you know I saw that one. So he out here doing the pranks, and he ran up on the wrong brothers, end up getting shot and killed. When pranking goes wrong. You shouldn't have been doing that, man. You shouldn't have been going into these neighborhoods, messing around with these dudes that's really about that life. Man, this ain't a game. Some people really about that life, man. So you can't be going around here pranking some of these dudes. I ain't finna play. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not finna play with a white dude, man. White dude come up on me trying to prank me. Ain't no telling what I do, man. So you might want to be mindful if you out here pranking, because some people don't play that, man. Some people ain't living that life. Some people don't think everything is a joke. So when you run up on the wrong people and you think you finna prank a random person that you don't know on the wrong side of town on the wrong day, I have no sympathy for what you got, for what happens to you. I just don't. Oh, Khaled, man, I've been up since 5 o'clock, yo. I've been up since 5 o'clock. I be up and at them early every day. Hey, Treasure Nest, man. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate the words of wisdom. And again, I'm always evolving. I'm always evolving. I'm not the same person that I was last week. I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. I'm always evolving. And I just document the growth on here. So I'm always evolving. I'm always growing. That's how it should be. That's the only thing constant is change. And you need to value and embrace change. Tryon, what's going on? CC, green smoothie, get it in. Thunder Scorpion, I don't even know why they investigating it. Dude shouldn't have been trying to prank him. Point blank, period. How I'm supposed to know it's a prank? I'm defending myself like he said. So I don't even know what they really investigating. But you know how that go. If something happened to dude, but then we got George Zimmerman's and all these cops that came out and got off, then we gonna have some problems. This brother, he felt like his life was in danger. So he took it upon himself to defend himself. So what he did is no different than what they do to us. So if that brother gets any type of charges and does any type of jail time, that's when the revolution needs to start. Because we got Zimmermans out here still walking around free, talking about they felt like their life was in danger. This brother felt the same way. He ain't know that dude was pranking on him. So they better quit playing with us, man. Oh, Tavon, man, I started this years ago. Now I'm kind of forced to wake up in the morning because I be having clients. But I started this years ago when I worked in the bank and read the book. What is it called? Miracle Mornings or something like Miracle Morning Millionaire, something like that. Man, I forgot the name of the book. But that book is the reason why I started waking up early in the morning. The easiest way I do it is I put my alarm far away from the bed so it forces me to get up out the bed. So once I get up to turn the alarm off, I'm up and rocking. But I started that like 3-4 years ago. Sherwin, that's crazy. That's crazy. And that don't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me, but that's straight crazy. That's straight crazy. Doesn't surprise me. And he walking around free of charge, but yet they investigating the brother that was defending himself. Because dude decides to prank the wrong person on the wrong day. It ain't nothing that needs to be investigated. Dude shouldn't. The only lesson to be extracted from that is stop playing with people out here. Stop playing with people. Stop playing with people, man. That is the lesson to be extracted from that. Yeah, Tavon, when you had that alarm right next to you, chances are you're going to hit snooze and you're going to go back to sleep. That's what I was doing. Beast reincarnated. We talk about 5%. So it's going to be, we boosting that percentage, man. So 5% of us, we know the truth. So we got to live out that truth. We got to live out that reality. 5% of us. While 10% of the population teaching that trick knowledge, keeping 85% of the population deaf, dumb, and blind to the true reality of themselves. That's what's happening out here. But it's a very small percentage of us who know the truth. But those of us who know the truth got to live out that reality. Live out that truth. That's on us. Hertz 187, man, that's the one thing. I'm not going to say I haven't mastered waking up without the clock because I feel like I could, but I'm just programmed to use the alarm. But I honestly be getting up right before my alarm goes off. And I learned a subconscious trick. And I actually tried this a few times. Like they say, before you go to sleep, just kind of plant the seed in your mind of what time you need to wake up or want to wake up. And when you go to sleep, plant that seed in the mind, they say you automatically wake up around that time. I did that a few times. It actually worked. So say if I needed to get up at 5 o'clock, before I go to sleep, I would kind of tell myself that, all right, we're going to wake up at 5 o'clock. We're going to wake up at 5 a.m. Going to wake up at 5 a.m. I'll repeat that to myself about good 20 times. And guess what? I'll wake up around 5 a.m. Or maybe it'd be like 4:50, 4:55. And then once you do it enough, it becomes the norm for you. It becomes the norm for you once you do it enough. But I definitely recommend getting up an hour earlier than you actually have to. The best thing you can do for your life. That changed my life, getting up that hour early. That's how I was able to get books written. That's how I was able to pass exams that I had to pass. That's how I was able to do a lot. I had to make a sacrifice, and that sacrifice was getting up earlier. I was like, listen, I'm not satisfied with the way my life is right now, so I must do something differently. That different thing that I had to do was wake up in the morning, because I felt like I didn't have enough time in my day to do things that I needed to do to get myself out of my situation. So I said, all right, I got to get up an hour early, and I did. I started getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, typing 500 to 1,000 words. Got the book done within a month. I mean, when you put your mind to something, boys, it's crazy how easy it is to get things done when you just set your mind to it. When you set your mind to it, man, it's powerful, man. It's powerful. If you got something that you need to do, I'm telling you, set your mind to it. Start waking up an hour early. Watch how easily you knock it out. Watch how easily you knock it out. You're going to knock it out with ease. And it's so peaceful waking up an hour before everybody else, like it's peaceful. You able to really get your mind right. You really able to get that mental right, man. That's when you really able to focus on that mental health. You wake up that hour earlier, man. I don't care when you start your day, man. If you got to go to sleep a little bit earlier, just do that. If you got to take a nap during the day, just do that, man. But getting up an hour earlier is very beneficial, man. I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. Matter of fact, it got to the point where when I stopped getting up a little bit earlier, when I was working in corporate America, like my mental was off. Like I'll be disturbed, agitated, just real irritated. I'm like, man, because I ain't get a chance to get my mind right before I jumped up to this gig. Before I made it to this job, like I needed that extra hour. That extra hour, man, I'm reading, writing, doing affirmations, getting that mental together. Drinking the water, all of that good stuff, man. So I'm getting my mind right, getting that mental together. So that's important. I definitely recommend getting up an hour earlier. So whatever time, if you got to be at work or, start your work at 8 o'clock in the morning and you normally get up at 7, then I say get up at 6. If you normally get up at 6:30, get up at 5:30. So whatever time you normally get up to start your day, get up an hour earlier or 30 minutes earlier. That's what I recommend. Oh, Nick, no doubt, man. Listen. That was one of the best things I ever started to do, man, because I was able to get a lot more reading done. People was always asking me how I was reading all these books, man, because I used to work. Man, I used to work the 9 to 5, the banking hours, and then I used to go right to the gym, train people. Then I would work out. So I ain't getting back home to like 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock. And people was like, man, how you be reading all these books? I'm like, I, for one, was reading a lot of books on my lunch break, and then I wake up in the morning getting them pages in. So I get up, get them pages in, man. That's how it is. That's how it is, man. Get to it. Get to it. The morning time is the best time. The morning time is designed for us, man. So you got to get up. Got to get up, get to it. I don't want to hear no thing. I'm not a morning person. That's a lie. We all morning people. You are a morning person. Your body easily can adapt and adjust to that. You are a morning person. So it ain't no such thing, man. There's not a such thing. Trust me. I was one to think that. But no, I easily adapted and adjusted to waking up in the morning, to being up in the morning. So it really ain't no such thing. That's a myth. When you sit around here talking about you not a morning person, you a night owl. It's a myth, man. You can get up in the morning. You get up in that morning, you can thrive in the morning. You just got to start doing it and watch how your body adapts and adjusts and watch how your body rewards you for doing it. Now, of course, if you got a different schedule, like if you work overnight, stuff like that, then that's different. But if you able to wake up in the morning and start your day in the morning, then I definitely suggest that. Matter of fact, even if you working overnight, man, I would recommend you try to shift your schedule or change your schedule up to where you can actually start your day in the morning. So a lot of studies out here that let you know, like working overnight, graveyard shift is unhealthy for the body. It's unnatural. It's unnatural, man. That's why a lot of people have a lot of complications when they work the third shift. That's why they have a hard time getting weight off and things like that when they work the graveyard shift. Like their health starts to decline because that's a really unnatural schedule to be on. Working all night, then sleeping during the day. That's not natural. It's not normal. So that can actually destroy the body. So you need not strive to be on a schedule like that. By all means, try to get control of your life and your schedule to where you're not operating on that type of time. Sean, what's going on with you? Airview, that's what it is, man. The morning time. That's our time. That's your time to shine. That's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. That morning time is your time to shine. It's your time to get it in. Your time to shine, man. Set the tone in the morning, man. That set the tone for the rest of the day. Set that powerful tone in the morning. Oh, Sean, no doubt. Just touching on some little motivation. I had a little downtime and I was like, let me chop it up, let me build, let me motivate the people real quick. Kind of spontaneously. Y'all know how I operate though. I get in where I fit in, man. When I have time, I get it in. I get it in, I drop the jewel, then I leave. Oh, Sean, that's how you gotta get it in. That's how you get it in. But with that being said, man, like I said in the beginning, really ain't have much time today, man. So I had to really chop it up real quick, get a quick build in with y'all, man. So a lot of people gonna have to go back, rewind the joint to really extract the jewels. But I gotta get this gym together, man. I got some clients that's about to walk in, man, and I gotta kill him. Y'all know how I do it, gotta drill him. So I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in to me real quick for this spontaneous live. This was a peaceful build. Productive chat, productive stream. Feel like I got some things off of my chest. And I really need for y'all to rewind it back. Really let the message marinate and apply this message to self, man. And utilize the message in this particular stream to elevate your life. Always apply everything to self, man. But I'm out, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Thursday, man. Y'all get y'all some healthy foods in, drink y'all water, get your exercise in if you haven't already. Y'all stay powerful and peaceful. I'm out, y'all. Peace.